Jai Sitaram. Balakand, Chapter 4. Kusa and Lava have been singing Valmiki Ramayana on the streets of Ayodhya and in front of great eminent people. Everyone is praising them, they are giving them their blessings, and finally Rama has seen them. And Rama brings the two boys to his palace and he offers them great respect. We are going to learn how Rama and his courtiers, including his brothers, listened to Valmiki Ramayana. Verse 30. Asina kanchane divye sacha simhasane prabhu upopavishtai sachivai bhratirubhir cha samanvita. Rama was seated on the gem-encrusted throne of gold brought down by his sire from the high heaven of Indra and was surrounded by his loving brothers and faithful ministers. The commentary on the Divya Kanchana Simhasane is that King Dashratha brought in the throne from Indra Loka because Indra and King Dashratha were good friends. That's why it is not an ordinary golden throne. It is a very divine golden throne. That's why it's called Divya Simhasane, which is made of Kanchana or gold. Verse 31. Drishtva tu rupa sampanno vinita bhratarau ubhau uvacha lakshmanam rama shatrugnam bharatam tatha. Rama gazed long and fondly on the two brothers endowed with beautiful features who were exact images of himself, and exclaimed to his loving brothers Lakshmana, Kshatrugna and Bharata. The Rupa Sampanna is the one who is endowed with beautiful features. Vinito means they are extremely well-mannered, well-cultured, very humble. And Bhratara means the two brothers. And Rama sees them. And he remarks to his brothers. And this next verse is going to be very important verse because this is the first time Lord Rama speaks in Valmiki Ramayana. The first sentence that Rama speaks in Valmiki Ramayana is in the 32nd verse of the 4th chapter of Balakand. 32. Shruyatam etad akyanam anayo deva varchaso vichitrartha padam samyak gayakau tavachodayat. Listen to the story sung by these two brothers, portraying excellent sense and words. Having said this, Rama urged the singers with the luster of devatas to commence. So, Rama's first instructions is Shruyatam. Shruyatam means listen. Listen to what? Listen to Etad Akhyanam. Listen to this poem. But what poem? The poem Anayo Deva Varchaso. The poem that is being sung by Kusa and Lava. So, Lord Rama's first instruction is listen to the Ramayana as sung by Kusa and Lava. Kusa and Lava is singing Valmiki Ramayana. Ergo, Rama's first instruction is listen to Valmiki Ramayana. Listening to Valmiki Ramayana is Rama's instruction. And now he goes on to say why it is very essential that we listen to Valmiki Ramayana. Vichitrartha padam samyak. It is endowed with versatile words and meanings. It is wonderful in its suggestiveness. And he is also praising Kusa and Lava because he's calling them as devas. So they are more like devatas than ordinary men. Because look at the radiant glory that plays around them. In Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 21, verse 33, the purport says, if one engages himself seriously in devotional service, working with body, mind, and intelligence, he is sure to be successful in going back home, back to Godhead. The Lord's lotus feet are described here as Kama Dughangri Pankajam because they have all power to fulfill the desires of everyone. A devotee is happy even in this life because although in material existence we have many needs, all his material needs are satisfied, and when he at last quits his body, he goes back home, back to Godhead without a doubt. And that happiness radiates throughout because the person is serving the Lord. Therefore, when Rama calls Kusa and Lava as devas, he is actually referring to the fact that they are so radiantly, divinely happy. Why? Because they are bhaktas. They are true disciples of sage Valmiki. They are true bhaktas of himself. And that's the reason why he is praising them this way. So they are possessing the luster of the devatas, Deva Varchaso, and they are singing the Vichitra Arthan Padan. They are singing the Akhyanam or the epic that portrays excellent sense and words. And Rama asks everyone to listen to these words. Why? Because they are sung by Kusa and Lava. So this is the first instruction of Rama in Valmiki Ramayana. Shruyatam etad akhyanam anayo deva varchaso vichitrartha padam samyak gayako tava chodayat. Listen to this epic as sung by these two boys. That means Rama's first instruction is to listen to Valmiki Ramayana. Verse 33. Tau chapi maduram raktam svachittayata nihsvanam Tantri layavat atyartham vishrutartham agayatam. With voices of perfect accord and entrancing sweetness, faultless in note and measure, the brothers sang in melodious strains the following poem. And such the perfectness of expression and delicacy of execution that the listeners followed them with their hearts and ears. Verse 34. Kladayat sarva gatrani manamsi hridayani cha shrotra shreya sukham geyam tad babhau janasam sadi. Such was the marvelous power of their song that an indescribable sense of bliss gradually stole over them and pervaded their frame and every sense and faculty of theirs, a strange and overpowering feeling in its intensity. The term that is used here is kladiyat. Kladiyat means extremely pleasing, very enthralling, rejoicing, makes others happy, so on and so forth. And it's mentioned that sarva gatrani, that means every sense organs, manamsi, that means minds, hridayani, that means heart, every single sense, minds and hearts begin to be happy when the person is listening to Valmiki Ramayana. So this is the effect of listening to the perfect version of Ramayana, which is Valmiki Ramayana. Hladiyat sarvagatrani manansi hridayani cha. Every organ, mind and heart is enthralled when a person listens to Valmiki Ramayana. And Shrotra Ashraya Sukham. There is happiness in hearing this. So Rama's first instruction is Shruyatam Etad Akhyanam. Listen to this epic. And Valmiki says that there is so much happiness in listening to this epic. The way the Ayodhya-vasis respond to the recitation of Valmiki Ramayana should serve as a benchmark response. We should know that when we listen to Valmiki Ramayana through the ears of bhakti, through our hearts, through our soul, then every single organ is purified, our hearing is greatly benefited, and there is lots and lots of happiness, transcendental happiness in our hearts and in our minds. When we do not find this in our being, that means that we are not listening in the right attitude. Because when we listen in the right attitude to a bona fide scripture, such as Valmiki Ramayana, we should encounter some transformation similar to how the pure devotees, such as the Ayodhya-vasis, experienced. And if we do not experience this happiness, if we are not transcendentally moved when we listen to Valmiki Ramayana, that means that there is something wrong with the way we are listening to this epic. So this particular verse serves as the benchmark response to Valmiki Ramayana. Hladiyat sarvagatrani manamsi hridayani cha Shrotra Ashraya Sukham Geyam Tat Babhau Janasamsadi. The Janasamsadi, the assembly of people, experienced such hladiyat, such happiness, such sukham when they listened to this epic. Verse 35. Imau muni parthiva lakshananvitau Kusa Ch eva mahatapasvinau mamapi tad bhuti karam prachakshate mahanubhavam charitam nibhodata. Then Rama said to those around him, "Behold these young ascetics of kingly form and appearance. Rare singers they are and of mighty spiritual energy withal. And the noble poem they recite, how sweet and solacing to my wounded heart, reft of my beloved. Fail not to accord it the proper attention." So let's go through this verse line by line. Ima muni parthiva lakshanan vitau. So Parthiva means king and Muni means tapasvi or a saint. So Rama is saying that Kusa and Lava are dressed like Munis, but their lakshanas, their features are like Parthiva. They are like that of a king. Mahatapasvino, they are great hermits. Why? Because they are dressed like that. They have that spiritual luster. Rama has already called them as devatas in a previous verse. Therefore, he says that they are Mahatapasvi now. He calls them as Muni, but they have the Lakshana or the features of the king. Now, in the next line, he says, Mamapi tad bhuti karam. That means, Mam api, even for me. Bhuti karam means it's conducive to my welfare. It is endowing good fortune to me also. Then he says, Mahanubhavam charitam prachakshate. They are saying, they are talking about the history or charitam that has great meaning, that has great purport. That is the meaning of the term Mahanubhavam. It has great purport. And charitam means history. Then he says, Nibodhata. Listen to it with great concentration. Do not fail to accord it the perfect attention. Concentrate and listen. So Rama repeats over and over again that we need to listen to Valmiki Ramayana. Now let's go back to this line. Mamapi tad bhuti karam pravakshyate mahan bhavam charitan. Rama says this great legend, charitam, is doing something good for me as well. Mamapi tad bhuti karam. So, remember that in the previous verse of this particular chapter, we learned the three different purposes of this epic. What are they? Ramayanam, Sitaya Charitam Mahat, and Paulastya Vadham. So, Valmiki has named this epic as Ramayanam. However, Rama sees this as Sitaya Charitam Mahat. He uses that same term, Mahat and Charitam. He calls it as Mahanubhavam Charitam. The Charitam, that means the legend that has such great impact, such great purports, such great meaning. And therefore, he says that right now I am away from my beloved Sita. But when I listen to this epic, which glorifies the great conduct of my beloved Sita, it is doing me good as well. That's why Rama says that this is very sweet and solacing to my wounded heart, which is now bereft of my beloved Sita. That's why he says, Mamapi tad bhuti karam. So when Valmiki Ramayana is so soothing and so pleasing to Lord Rama himself, why do we have to listen to a version of Ramayana that Rama himself has not personally approved? Another thing to note is that Rama keeps asking the people, his brothers, the courtiers and everyone to listen to Valmiki Ramayana. But we might think, does this mean that Rama is proud of his wonderful conduct? No, because the Lord is extremely humble. He is extremely humble. Therefore, why on earth would he ask people to listen to something that glorifies himself? He's not the one to go about patting on his own back. This verse reveals his true intention. This verse tells us that he wants Mother Sita's actions to be glorified. For one, it proves that Mother Sita has to be respected because Rama himself is glorifying her. And number two, it proves that Rama is not thinking about himself. He's thinking about the glorious conduct of Mother Sita has been written so beautifully by sage Valmiki and has been rendered so wonderfully by Kusa and Lava that every single person should listen to it. And Valmiki has already said that the courtiers were completely moved, and now Rama says that this is doing me a lot of good as well. Mamapi tad bhuti karam. So this is doing me a lot of good. It's providing a lot of solace to me because now I am away from my beloved Sita. So it is providing a lot of solace to me. It is doing me a lot of good. Therefore, nibodatha. Listen, everyone. Pay close attention to it. Verse 36. Tatah tutau Rama vacha prachoditau agayata marga vidhana sampada sachapi Rama parishad gatah shaner bubhushaya asaktamana babhuva. The boy hermits, thus directed by the world-honored, set about to sing the epic in the Marga style of music. The soul-entrancing strains fail not to draw Rama from his lofty throne to take his seat among the audience that he might listen to it better. Soon he was lost to everything around him and lived unmoved but in the no distant past. Lord Rama sets the example that we need to listen to Valmiki Ramayana with utmost attention. Rama asks the courtiers and his brothers and every single Ayodhyavasi to listen to it with lots of concentration. He says, Nibodatha, listen to it, pay attention to it. And Rama himself pays a lot of attention. So he's setting an example to everyone around there. So this is the conclusion of a very pivotal chapter. And we should understand that Rama is lost in the narration of the glorious conduct of his beloved Sita. So Mother Sita is very important. And that's what Valmiki Ramayana teaches us. That is what Rama is teaching us. That we need to give Mother Sita a lot of respect and a lot of love. And this is pleasing to Lord Rama. And we shouldn't do things that displease him. We should do things that only please Lord Rama. From the next chapter onwards, we will start with a narration of Valmiki Ramayana as sung by Kusa and Lava. Mangalam Koshalendraya, Mahaniya Gunabdeye Chakravarti Dhanurjaya Sarva Bhaumaya Mangalam.